Oh, hey, it's me. Okay. Concerned about the women, the older women. Um, I wouldn't say old, but I wouldn't say young either. But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the older women that I've been noticing and seeing some things and hearing some things. Um, First and foremost, I want to, recollect that movie. He's just not that into you. Okay. Literally, some women understand. This I know. It is the truth. He is just not that into you. That system thing. I'm just saying. But what I'm talking about is I'm noticing the older women are really being I'm gonna say I don't like to use the word misused, but just really I can't say some of y'all are sprung. You're really doing everything this man tells you. It really bothers me when the man is not your husband and you are married to somebody else. I've been there. No, I haven't done all that, but I've come close. Thank you, Lord. I haven't done all that, but I'm just saying some women are just. First let's go back. Consumption of love. Are you consumed by somebody's love? What's the definition of that? I should have looked it up before I came at you, but I didn't. But I know I've heard the terminology ride or die chick. You do everything this man tells you, no matter what, right or wrong. When he says come, you go. When he says how much, you say. When he say I need, you say how much. When he says right there, you say when, or is that good? It's just where does it draw the line? Okay, what my main concern is that when you're married to somebody else and you're doing this for the sideline, women, you have a sideline, you have a backup that you like to call a backup, but really he's not, because what I'm getting thus far is that what I've seen, they're lying to you. They're playing with your thoughts. They're playing with your mind. That's two totally different categories. Keep that in mind. They're playing with your heart, number one, and your emotions. And they're making you think that they really love you, when really they care about you at some point, but deep down you're not that main. For the older women that don't really understand what I'm saying, if you're watching, the younger crew know what that main is, and then you have the sideline. The main, they're playing with the mains now, and they're playing with the sideline. So you have to kind of determine which one you are. Love is action. If he's there for you, if he's helping you with your bills, if he's there when you call, if he's keeping you kind of that number one, you know it within that female intuition. You know the truth, but you have to analyze it. Do you want to believe a lie, or do you want to believe the truth? Do you want to believe doubt? You don't want to do that. You know the truth. You know how this man feels by his actions, and if his actions are not speaking clearly, that's not the one for you. It's just these men are really, I know from experience, because and those who think they're getting away with it, you're not. You're not getting away with it. Your husband knows the truth. He knows the truth. I've dealt with it in the past when I was married. I'm divorced now, and things were kind of, when I would do my dirty deeds back then, it was just, I kind of always had the feeling that he knew, and I was right. The guys that I was kind of cheating with, which I knew he knew personally, but they were actually conversating in my mind, and sometimes I thought they were actually setting it up just to get me to mess up purposely and then pull me back in with guilt and shame when they knew the whole time. So maybe in their mind they thought they were doing God's work. I'm just finna tell it. Deletion going on. So when deletion goes on, I kind of tell the whole truth. So that's what's coming out right now. But they kind of working teams back then, and I don't know if it's going on now, but that's what was going on then. So I've known for years how the male species work together as a team affecting the women. That's just men that know. No, I'm good with it now. I'm good with the words. I don't game because people tend to get very sensitive. It comes easy. And those that have heard, she knows what you're doing. She knows what you're doing. I'm just saying. But women, older women, I am younger than you. But there is a guy, a man, that is younger, dealing with an older man, older woman, older woman, and he's told me that that is what's going on. He knows the crew. And when you're out there doing that, it's really belittling you. It's hurting the husbands that really know what you're doing, and these husbands are sitting home listening to you. They're recording the conversations on the phones, because sometimes when they say, hold on for a minute, and you're talking, they record those conversations of you talking to the other man. You and the other man are talking, the other man is talking. The other man is recording your conversation. And later on, what he is doing, he is letting your real husband hear you talk to him. I'm just saying. That was going on back with me back in the day. And I knew back then they was doing it. But they are still doing that, women. I mean, I'm not just talking to be talking. That's what they've told me. They are recording your conversation, talking to your lustful, heartfelt, cheating young men looking sexy and fine. Oh, baby, you what I want. They are actually recording you on the phone, giving that information to your real husband. So you think you're getting away with it? You're not. I'm not saying go out there and retaliate. I'm not saying go out there and, just leave your husbands. I'm saying it so you can, they're doing it, why they're doing it is for you to draw closer to your husband. Hopefully your husband is supposed to, approach you on this and start being a little bit more cautious, start being a little bit more attentive, and noticing, letting you know that they are really watching you and hearing you. They're supposed to be doing that, and you're supposed to be kind of praying, asking the Lord to, move that lust from your heart for that other man and put the right kind of love in your heart for your husband. And that's of God's will, and that will be granted to you. We know that. That's God's will. Let me, back up a minute. That's God's will, so that's, that's what it would be. His will be done, and you ask for the strength in hell and whatever your will may be. That's a biggie. And that's a truth that I've known for years. And women do that too. Not just men, but women tend to converse about it a little bit more. Men keep it in their own little circle. And they tend to do other stuff. They tend to record you sexually with them and show it to your husbands. Believe it or not, they do that. So, us women, we are strong at heart. We're unconditional lovers normally. I mean, we put up with a lot. But you have to also remember the men that are actually going through this stuff and actually trying to make you really express it. It's kind of, they're trying to get that out of your system. And it's, I don't know. And just to really see where your mind frame is, where your heart is. That's hard for them. Then, some men are playing with their wives. I'm going to put it out there. Some men are hoeing them. Some men come up to the husbands and say, how much for your wife for a night? They're actually whoring their women, their wives. But some men are really sincere at making the love work. And that's what's going on. So, older women with the younger men, that's the truth. They are stringing you along. Some may care, but they're not really in love. Unless you are committed, that's your love, that's it. But if you're in a relationship where you're married to somebody else, that's lust normally. And that younger man is really obligated somewhere else, and you don't even know about the other side of him. And he's just really playing with your emotions, playing with your heart. Actually, from what it may be, you are his toy for the moment. So, thank you, Lord. I have gone through it, and I have grown from it, so I understand it. I know how to cope with it better. And I'm still young. But I just wanted to share that with you. And anybody that does not agree or have their strong opinions, feel free to reply. I mean, but that comes from a man that knows the truth in the crew. Be blessed. I love you. Bye.